Benjamin Adams couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that settled in his stomach as he stood outside his house, watching Harper Green drive away. She had always been a responsible driver, never one to break the rules. Yet Samuel Brooks, the traffic police officer, had confiscated her driver's license earlier that day. Confused and concerned, Benjamin confronted Harper as soon as she walked through the front door. Her face flushed with surprise, she stammered, "Benjamin, it must be a mistake. I haven't done anything wrong." His heart ached at the thought of doubting his wife, but Benjamin couldn't ignore the nagging doubts that clouded his mind. "Harper, I need to know the truth. Something doesn't add up." Harper's gaze wavered, and for a moment, Benjamin caught a flicker of guilt in her eyes. But she quickly regained her composure, wearing a mask of innocence. "Benjamin, I love you. I would never betray our marriage. Please believe me." The turmoil inside Benjamin intensified. He knew he couldn't let this go, not without answers. Determined to uncover the truth, he resolved to investigate further, aware that the foundation of their marriage hung in the balance. Sleep eluded Benjamin that night as he tossed and turned, consumed by doubts and unanswered questions. Unable to bear the weight of uncertainty any longer, he decided to confront the source of his torment, Harper's phone. With trembling hands, Benjamin unlocked her phone and began scrolling through her messages. As he delved into the conversations, a knot formed in his stomach. There, hidden amidst seemingly innocent exchanges, were fragments of a secret life, a life that Harper had concealed from him. His heart sank as he read the text messages between Harper and an unknown contact. Words of love, longing, and plans for a future together revealed a clandestine affair that shattered Benjamin's world. His mind reeled, emotions running rampant. How could Harper, his beloved wife, betray him like this? Every memory, every shared moment now felt tainted by her deceit. In a daze, Benjamin reached out to Emily Carter, his trusted friend, for solace. Emily listened attentively, her empathy evident in her soothing words. "Benjamin, I'm so sorry. This is unimaginable. You deserve honesty and loyalty in your marriage." Emily's support gave Benjamin the strength to confront Harper. He needed to hear her side of the story, even if it meant facing the harsh reality of her betrayal. The following evening, Benjamin summoned Harper to their favorite spot in the park, a place where they had once promised each other eternal love and unwavering trust. He watched as she approached, her face mirroring a mixture of fear and anticipation. Silence hung heavy in the air as Benjamin struggled to find the right words, his heart pounding in his chest. Finally, he broke the stillness. "Harper, I know everything. I've seen the messages." Harper's eyes widened, and she searched Benjamin's face for a sign of forgiveness. "Benjamin, I never meant to hurt you. Please understand." "How could I understand, Harper?" Benjamin's voice cracked with pain. "You broke our vows, our promises. All those years, built on lies." Tears welled up in Harper's eyes as she pleaded, "Benjamin, I made a mistake. I don't know how it happened. Please, give me another chance." Benjamin's heart yearned to believe her, to restore their shattered love. But the depth of her betrayal left him wounded, struggling to find the strength to trust again. "I need time," he whispered, his voice heavy with resignation. "Time to process what you've done, to figure out if forgiveness is even possible." As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a melancholic glow over the park, Benjamin and Harper sat in silence, the weight of their crumbling marriage hanging heavily in the air. Days turned into weeks, and Benjamin found solace in the routine of his life, though the pain of Harper's betrayal remained a constant ache in his heart. Emily stood by his side, her unwavering support becoming an anchor in his stormy sea of emotions. During one of their conversations, Emily revealed an intriguing detail she had stumbled upon during her research. "Benjamin, did you know that Samuel Brooks, the traffic police officer who took away Harper's license, is actually a childhood friend of Harper's?" Benjamin's curiosity piqued. Samuel Brooks. Harper never mentioned him. What's the connection? According to my findings, Emily explained, Samuel and Harper grew up in the same neighborhood. They were close friends before life took them on different paths. It seems they reconnected recently. A sense of unease settled over Benjamin as he absorbed this new information. The fact that Samuel, the unwitting instrument of Harper's revelation, had ties to her past raised questions that demanded answers. Determined to understand the full extent of Harper's betrayal, Benjamin made a bold decision. He would reach out to Samuel, seeking the truth from someone who had unknowingly played a part in unraveling their marriage. With a mix of trepidation and resolve, Benjamin contacted Samuel, setting the stage for an unexpected encounter that would shed light on the depths of deception and betrayal. Benjamin anxiously waited for Samuel's response, unsure of how their meeting would unfold. When the message finally arrived, a mix of apprehension and curiosity coursed through him. Samuel agreed to meet at a local cafe, a neutral ground where they could have a candid conversation. As Benjamin entered the bustling cafe, he spotted Samuel sitting at a corner table. The traffic police officer seemed unaware of Benjamin's presence, his eyes fixed on a cup of untouched coffee. Taking a deep breath, Benjamin approached the table, his heart heavy with a cocktail of emotions. Samuel, Benjamin said, his voice tinged with a blend of sadness and curiosity. Thank you for agreeing to meet me. Samuel looked up, surprise etched across his face. Benjamin, what brings you here? I have questions, Samuel, Benjamin replied, his voice steady. Questions about Harper and the role you played in all of this. Samuel's expression shifted from surprise to a mixture of guilt and regret. I never intended for any of this to happen, Benjamin. It started innocently, reconnecting with an old friend. I had no idea about her intentions. Benjamin leaned forward, his eyes locked with Samuel's. Tell me everything, Samuel. I deserve to know the truth. With a heavy sigh, Samuel began to recount the events that led to his involvement with Harper. He spoke of their chance encounter, the rekindling of their friendship, and how their connection grew into something more. A forbidden romance fueled by Harper's promises of love and a better life. I was foolish, Benjamin, Samuel admitted, remorse coloring his words. I allowed myself to be blinded by my feelings for Harper. I didn't realize she had ulterior motives, that I was merely a pawn in her game. Listening to Samuel's confession, a mix of anger and sadness surged through Benjamin. He realized that both he and Samuel had fallen victim to Harper's deception. Their lives intertwined in an unexpected twist of fate, connected by the woman they had loved and trusted. The revelation of Harper's manipulation and Samuel's unwitting involvement left Benjamin grappling with conflicting emotions. On one hand, he felt a newfound kinship with Samuel, their shared experience of betrayal forging an unlikely bond. On the other hand, the pain of Harper's infidelity still lingered, haunting his every thought. Over the next few weeks, Benjamin and Samuel found solace in each other's company. They shared their pain, their anger, and their hopes for healing. Through their conversations, Benjamin discovered the depths of Samuel's remorse and his genuine desire to make amends. As their fragile bond strengthened, Benjamin realized that forgiveness was not an easy path. It required courage, vulnerability, and an unwavering commitment to heal the wounds that had been inflicted upon them. Meanwhile, Emily continued to offer her unwavering support, providing a compassionate ear and wise counsel. She encouraged Benjamin to consider the possibility of forgiveness, reminding him that healing could only begin once he let go of the weight of anger and resentment. With Emily's guidance and the growing bond between Benjamin and Samuel, a glimmer of hope emerged. Together, they embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to find a way to rebuild their shattered lives and find closure. Benjamin understood that rebuilding trust would not be easy, but he was willing to try, for his own healing and for the possibility of a future free from the burdens of betrayal. Harper, however, remained distant and unapologetic, seemingly unwilling to confront the consequences of her actions. In the midst of this turmoil, Benjamin found strength in the support of those who had stood by him. Emily's unwavering loyalty and Samuel's genuine remorse served as beacons of hope, guiding him toward a path of forgiveness. Together, Benjamin and Samuel embarked on a quest for closure, a confrontation with Harper that would offer them a chance to voice their pain, their disappointment, and their determination to move forward. They sought closure not just for themselves, but also to help Harper understand the gravity of her betrayal. In a solemn meeting, Benjamin, Samuel, and Harper gathered in a neutral setting. Benjamin's voice trembled as he spoke, his words a blend of sadness and resolve. "Harper, what you did shattered our trust, our love. But we refuse to let it define us. We deserve better." Harper's gaze faltered, a flicker of remorse finally surfacing in her eyes. I didn't realize the extent of the damage I caused," she whispered, her voice filled with regret. "I'm sorry, Benjamin. I'm sorry, Samuel." With emotions still raw and wounds far from healed, Benjamin and Samuel accepted Harper's apology, acknowledging that forgiveness was a process, one that required time, effort, and a genuine commitment to change. As time passed, Benjamin, Samuel, and Harper each embarked on their own journeys of self-reflection and transformation. Benjamin, fueled by the strength of forgiveness, chose to let go of the pain that had consumed him for so long. He embraced the possibility of a new beginning, one filled with trust, love, and the lessons learned from past mistakes. Samuel, driven by his desire for redemption, reevaluated his life choices and committed himself to becoming a better person. He sought to make amends for his role in Harper's deception, vowing to rebuild his own life on a foundation of integrity and authenticity. Harper, faced with the consequences of her actions, confronted her own demons. Through therapy and self-reflection, she began to unravel the reasons behind her betrayal, addressing the deep-rooted insecurities and fears that had led her astray. In the end, the story of Benjamin, Harper, and Samuel became a testament to the power of forgiveness, resilience, and the human capacity for change. They emerged from the wreckage of their broken lives with a newfound appreciation for honesty, trust, and the importance of nurturing meaningful connections. Though their paths diverged, the impact of their shared experiences lingered. Benjamin, Samuel, and Harper carried the scars of their past, forever shaped by the lessons learned from love and betrayal. But they also carried hope, the hope that their journey would inspire others to find strength in forgiveness and embark on their own paths toward healing and redemption. And as Benjamin, Samuel, and Harper took their first steps toward rebuilding their lives, the sun peeked through the clouds, casting its warm glow upon their faces, a symbol of the new beginnings that awaited them all.